we at Enterprise and Business Gateway, we don't want to rest on our laurels. I've talked about the importance of encouraging more entrepreneurs, of engendering a culture of enterprise that goes right back to our schools, to our colleges, to our universities. And we also recognise the importance that our local, our national and our international networks offer. So we want to create something that's really quite special within Aberdeen that services the local marketplace, but essentially provides a bit of an entrepreneurial heartbeat for the whole of Scotland. So what we're going to do is we're in September, we're moving home. We're right now we're heavily involved in creating a new centre for enterprise, the Aberdeen Centre for Enterprise, which is going to be located on the north side of the city, within a corridor called Energetica. It's a corridor of entrepreneurial development linked to the oil and gas sector that spans the two local authority regions, Aberdeen City and Aberdeenshire councils. Really, we're doing this because we recognise some of the distinct local strengths that are offered by this region, particularly in the areas of oil and gas. We now, Aberdeen has been viewed over the last few years as being within its own economic bubble. It has really, it's held its own incredibly well in the face of the economic financial storm that much of the West has experienced, and that can be identified almost 100% entirely down to the strength of the oil and gas sector. So reports would indicate that there's still 30 years of good raw material extraction available through that source, but this region has plans to develop over and above that. So renewables, really important to this area, and as a region we want to be focused on making the most of the opportunities that are available. The decommissioning, there will have to be a point where this infrastructure that's in place offshore is brought back down, and again that will create opportunities for people that want to start up and grow successful businesses. But two other significant sectors, tourism and food and drink, more opportunities exist than are currently being realised for this region. And so as a region we want to try to make the most of those opportunities. Aberdeen naturally has quite an entrepreneurial culture. You'd probably agree with this, Andy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're in other parts of Scotland, I suppose one of the activities that Business Gateway and Scottish Enterprise would be doing would be to try to raise the entrepreneurial ambition for people to think about, okay, I've got a product, I have a local market, but I don't see any other market opportunities beyond just my own local patch. Whereas in this region, because so many people export already, we're culturally tuned into that opportunity, which I think is great. So coming back to the point of the Centre for Enterprise, we really want to create a centre that serves the needs of schools, colleges, universities, of entrepreneurs who are developing their business idea, and also the entrepreneurs that have already established that are looking to grow and develop. Want to make the most of our local connections, national connections and international connections. We've spoken to organisations. I was telling Letitia earlier on that we were conducting market research within Activa in Barcelona. Really good organisation. Services a similar population and scale to Scotland's, so it's on a different level in terms of scale from Aberdeen, but some really important lessons that can be derived from how they undertake their activities. And so we're going to create an Aberdeen version of this, which will house a growth accelerator unit, which will allow entrepreneurs with really good innovative ideas, particularly tuned in towards engineering and oil and gas sectors, to derive rapid input on investment, on financing, on business planning, and on making the most of international sales opportunities, in order so that those accelerate to a point that it would otherwise take them a much longer period of time to get to. So we're going to have a growth accelerator unit partnered right next to a Business Gateway delivery unit, which would be the first time that's happened in Scotland. The centre itself will have the fastest broadband connectivity speed that you can get. I used to think that super fast broadband was something that was unobtainable, but I believe there's something that's called ultra fast broadband, and I'm looking forward to seeing that in the centre. But what that will allow us to do will be to engage with other centres that are involved in enterprise internationally, to arrange cross-border seminars to help entrepreneurs educate entrepreneurs, to allow us to link to other organisations, be it Scottish Enterprise or the banking sector, really make the most of the local connections that we have for the benefit of local entrepreneurs. And so that's our plans. We will open this facility up in September. So I very much hope to see you all there. You're all very warmly invited to come and visit us when we open up at the hub in the Aberdeen Energy Park. And I certainly hope that you'll find that the services that I've spoken about, the opportunities that exist within Aberdeen in this local region, you view them as opportunities to set up and to establish a business here. And certainly, perhaps in the same context as a mountaineer, view starting up your own business as a challenge, as a mountain that you wish to overcome. And certainly would like to help you achieve that.